Hi, this is Mike.
And this is Jason.
Yeah, you want to lean into that a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Here. How's that?
That's better.
Okay.
Yeah, this is Dispatches from Shed Quarters.
Yes, it is.
How are you doing, buddy?
I'm doing just fine.
Yeah.
'Cause this isn't just any old Dispatches.
No, this is a very special edition.
This is a return to the green. Because there's a reason why I really wanted to do it today.
Okay. Why?
Now, because I was going to hold it till next week, and then we could call it I want a green Christmas. I'll have a green Christmas.
Yeah. I got you.
But no. So let me just jump right into it.
Okay.
So yesterday we did. My wife and I. You know how I feel about Christmas, and I've been bummed whatnot. Because a big of it is finances, trying to get Christmas going.
Yes.
Well, we shuffled things. We're moving in the right direction. We went Christmas shopping yesterday.
You did
at the Devonshire.
Oh, nice. That's
we're going to find a lot more stuff, like different options.
Yeah.
At a place like that.
Yes.
You're not going to find that around Chatham anymore.
No.
So yeah, we took the day up there.
I've been in the Chatham Mall recently, and there's 3 stores upstairs. 2 of them sell food.
Last time I was there, I was noticing that the upstairs was really empty.
Yeah.
But the downstairs isn't far behind. The Chatham Mall it's
dead.
It's sad. It's very, very sad.
Very dead.
I have very fond memories of that place.
Oh, absolutely.
My mom worked at Japan Camera Center, which was just off of the food court. Mm-hmm. From the day they opened until the day Japan Camera closed.
Yeah.
My mom was there, and I think that had to be 10 years.
My mom worked in the mall. She was a kitty cobbler, a kid's shoe store.
Okay.
And when that closed...
I remember that place.
There was an arcade.
Electronic Encounters right next door to Japan Camera Center.
Yeah. And
I spent way much time in there.
So much time in that arcade. My mom, when the shoe store closed, she went to the arcade for a little bit.
Oh my God, that's another place where I recognized her and never realized it was your mom.
Yeah, it was.
She would have known me well from there.
Yeah. Yeah. It was just more like. She goes, well, I got a job at the arcade. And I went, you do realize what an arcade is, right?
Yeah, but
you're going to hate.
And this is in the old days where they were really noisy.
Yeah. These are the big cabinet ones. And
big cabinets and usually multiple pinball machines.
Just wall-to-wall people,
I can remember spending so much money on the Terminator 2 pinball.
Oh yeah,
that was because it was one of the first that had like an interactive, like a simple video game on the little dot screen there.
My jam was. Do you remember that? It was a 4-player, like a Dungeons and Dragons game. Like there's warriors about to die, and there's
Gauntlet.
No, was it Gauntlet?
I got top down perspective.
I think it was
Gauntlet.
4-player.
Gauntlet.
That was my go-to one right there.
That game was awesome too.
Yeah, spent so much money on that game.
There was a game, and I didn't play it a whole lot because that type of game I sucked at.
Yeah.
Especially when I was a kid. We're talking like 8-10 years old. Cliffhanger, it was called.
Oh yeah,
and it was like a Dragon's Lair, animated, choose your adventure type of situation. But this one was an anime of like a kind of James Bond kind of story. But it was an anime.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
I have looked for because Dragon's Lair got ported to multiple different systems, including a DVD-ROM. Which I own. I have a copy of that.
So you can just watch.
You're watching the DVD, and then when you have to make a choice, it's either reverse or forward.
Oh, neat!
So it's a DVD-ROM, but it's got its functions so that the function buttons do something different.
That's cool.
So yeah, it would.
How many times have you beat it?
It's been so long. I think I beat it like 6 times just because I could never beat it back in the day.
No, it was impossible.
So once I figured out the pattern, and then I confirmed it online. The internet was a thing by the time I had this.
Yep.
So I did it like 6 times over like a week period just to like fuck you.
You may have stolen my childhood, but you'll never get me now.
You won all the previous battles, but the war wasn't over, baby.
So Devonshire Mall.
That's what we're talking about. So they have a Sunshine Records there.
Yes, they do.
And a coworker of mine had told me about an album he just got at Sunshine Records, and I'm pretty sure he said in London. And he said it was the last one they had so when he told me what it was, I know it's a limited thing. Okay. And he got the last one they had. But we went to Devonshire.
Yeah.
So I asked the guy, he looked, nope, they didn't have one.
Damn it.
But he said, hey, why don't you try Dr. Disc on Oulette? Give them a call. So I did. And the guy said, I'll have to look. I think we do. I'll get back to you. What's your number? Blah, blah, blah. So we're walking the mall, and I'm checking my phone every 10 seconds, checking. And nothing. I got like some sort of telemarketer call or something randomly, okay? But nothing, right?
Yeah.
But I had voicemail waiting. Sure enough, he found it.
Nice.
So, yeah, I bought myself a Christmas present when we were out Christmas shopping.
Well, that's what you're supposed to do.
So,
holy crap! Look at that.
One of only 3,300.
Whoa! Jay and Silent Bob Reboot, the original motion picture soundtrack in vinyl.
Not just any vinyl.
I can't see
It is record, because this was for Record Store Day.
Yeah.
So Record Store Day, first time on vinyl, 180-gram weed green color, includes a Chronicon download card.
Oh. Let me see this.
Yeah, baby. And so I'm going to be a bit of a dick right now.
Yeah.
A small part of me was, oh, Mike would like that. But then another part of me says, I really like it too.
Yeah.
And finding another one is going to be near impossible.
Goodbye, horses.
If you're reading it, it looks like they must do a segment. Here's a sound clip from the movie. Here's a song. Sound clip from the movie. Here's the song.
Well, they did that with the Clerks.
Did they?
Yes.
I've never actually listened to the Clerks soundtrack.
So side A, Reboot, Goodbye Horses, Out of Order, Social, Want Me to Order, Movies Song, Boo Boo Kitty. Oh, I know that one. Yeah. Keep on Loving You by REO Speedwagon. I Knew Your Dad. I Knew Your Dad a little bit. This is going to be... I Saw a Ghost, Dressed Like Us, Loser movie mix by Moby Rich. Stop This Reboot, Good Morning, 3 Days, I'd Die Without You, the director, Smodcast theme. Oh, nice. Mm-hmm. Oh, MC Chris, okay. Yep. Yeah. The Dishes Are Done. Shecky Don't Like It. Name's Back. Come On My Way. Oh, this so cool.
I know.
Very cool.
I know. So, guess what's coming with us on February 1st?
Yeah. No, that's awesome. You're not going to open it, are you?
That's where I needed your advice. Where do I want the signature? Do I want it just on the plastic? Is that okay?
No.
Or
no, if you want it signed,
yes,
you're going to have to open it.
Then it's fucking getting opened.
Yeah.
There's no way around it.
No.
I'm getting this signed. I'm getting it signed.
Yeah. You're going to have to take it out of the plastic. You're going to do what I did.
Here's what I'm going to do exactly. Okay. Yeah. We're going to be there. It's going to be out of the plastic. And as soon as they walk out that door, I'm just going to be holding it above my head like John.
John Cusack. Yeah.
Yeah. Because these are limited. 3,300
worldwide,
according to something Google. Like I found an article, a Vinyl Direct or something like that. Mm-hmm. It says 30 original release 3,300.
Nice. Then what you're going to want to do once you get it signed, you're going to go to Michael's
and have it sealed again.
And they have record vinyl sized picture frames.
I was thinking about. I was already thinking about finding a frame, and I'd already had that in my mind. But they have them for records.
Yes.
Okay.
That's what my Clerks one that I had Kevin sign, where I've got the ticket stub from the 200 and Kevin's autograph on the Clerks soundtrack album.
Very nice.
So
yeah,
and it's in one of those frames hanging on my wall.
See, that's where I should take my cover of my Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back DVD because it's signed.
Yes,
that paper cover.
Yes.
I should take that out of the case and frame it.
Yeah. You want to protect that stuff.
Yeah. They mean so much to me.
Yeah.
I'd have to do the same thing with my Black Dynamite.
There you go.
Michael Jai White.
Nice.
I have to get this signed. It's it's a must. And I think if he sees it, he knows how rare.
Yeah.
So I think that'll give us the edge.
Yeah. If
through the mob, that'll probably be there.
Oh, it's definitely going to be a mob. It's going to be a frozen wasteland of that back alley. Why people tour fucking Canada in the winter never ceases to amaze me.
Well, did you hear the other news that doesn't slow down the sales? Okay, because our show is sold out, and they added a second show.
Really,
a late show.
Oh, really?
Like we do have the 7:00 show, right?
Yeah.
They added a later show.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure. If not a later show, then the next day. But I think it's later that night.
Oh, we're screwed because they ain't coming out.
I didn't even think of that shit. I'll have to double check that then. I can't. I want to say it was a later show, and that's going to make it difficult. But we could always, depending on how far we find accommodations, or we just find something to occupy 3 hours or whatever, and go back.
Yeah. So, well,
I don't care what I have to do. This must. I'm adding more to it. It must get signed.
It is a thing. It is now your quest.
That's the quest.
Yeah.
Yes.
I fully endorse this quest because when I got my Clerks album signed, it was just like, this is awesome.
When I go to work tomorrow, that coworker who told me that he got one, I don't know him that well. Like, I haven't been working with him that closely just yet.
Yep.
But I would say, fuck you, I got one too.
Neener. Nice. Awesome.
Actually, I should be less aggro about it and say, yeah, we're in the 3300 club.
Nah, fuck him. Because he ordered it
he's a
over.
vinyl collector, so he doesn't seem like he's that bad of a guy.
Yeah. If we were going to do show and tell, I would have to show you. It's upstairs. Shit. I've got a limited edition one for a band that I follow.
Yeah.
And here, hold the fort for a couple seconds.
Okay.
I'm going to go get it. This will blow your
Why
mind.
don't you just...
Or hit pause?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because there's no way if I don't know what we're going to get if I vamp.
Okay. Hold 1 sec.
It's going to... Dude. And, I recognize that band. You showed me one or two others.
This is one of 25
really
in the world.
Really?
Yeah. So this is the Hailung Special Lifa edition.
That is a beautiful box.
Yeah,
it's a wooden box.
It is a wooden box.
That is wood with some beautiful carving on the front.
Yeah.
Oh, is that their actual full symbol there?
That's the band symbol.
Yeah, that is beautiful. It looks very. It's all sorts of an abstract, not quite abstract, but horns.
Yes.
With runes down below. Yep. That is beautiful. It looks like you'd think it'd be like a chess set or something.
You would think that, yeah. Okay.
What is that?
This is a leather wristband.
Wow.
It has
craftsmanship is awesome.
Yep.
That pressed calligraphy or whatever you call that.
Yeah, so
I'm going to be. It looks like sword hilts, or knife hilts.
Yeah. That's just it's the Norse knotwork.
Okay.
Thing. So there's the hat, and then there's this.
Looks like a little mojo bag.
Well, it is a bag that holds this sterling silver pendant.
Okay, is that their crest there?
That is one of their crests.
Okay,
this is the male kit. They have a male and female.
Ah, gotcha.
So
that's the warrior kind of thing?
Yep. And they got more rune work on the back.
On that one?
I'll take some pictures of this and put it. I've been meaning to do an unboxing.
An unboxing.
Yeah.
You know what? That's a really cool, man.
Yeah. So, and then there's this, which is basically, it's a book. It looks like a
CD.
book.
That's the CD case, which looks like a bound book.
Yeah.
With a really cool, there's symbol again in this figure.
Yep.
Silhouette of a figure with large horns.
Yep.
Again, this looks probably handmade. You think, right?
For
the most part, until you get to the pressing and whatnot.
Yeah.
But this looks like the way the wrapping is done.
Yeah.
It looks like it could have been handmade.
Yeah. Work has been put into this.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful design.
Yes.
And I'm assuming there's pages here.
Yeah.
Is this just pictures?
Just like a photo book.
Okay. I was wondering if maybe it was lyrics.
No.
No? Some of the lyrics on you might be like...
Well, some of the lyrics are definitely in Germanic.
Right.
So there's been a lot of people trying to translate their music, and people are just like, I don't know what this means.
And then there's the disc itself, which kind of looks like a shield crest.
Yep.
That is awesome. Now, is it a Blu-ray and the CD? Because it says it's a Blu-ray disc.
Yeah.
Is there like digital content to it?
I believe so. I'd have to go through it again.
I just noticed the back has that crest that's on your medallion, and then it's got a long quote here. I don't know if I can quite read it though. It's a little hard to read with the coloring, the blue.
Yeah.
And in my current state.
Oh, in your current state, yeah.
Yeah. So unfortunately, I can't read that, but that is beautiful.
Nothing is as unforgettable as the first time with Lifa, Lifa. We took the very first ritual performance of Heilung at Castlefest in the Netherlands. So this is their performance.
Okay.
So this is the Blu-ray of their performance.
Would that be the performance that you've shown me on YouTube?
Probably.
Okay.
A lot of that stuff is getting. This is the performance at that concert.
Okay. Oh wait!
There's more.
I could kind of tell. There's the vinyl.
Oh no! This
is vinyl.
This is not the vinyl.
Oh jeez.
This is the lyrics book.
Okay, so they do give lyrics.
Yeah.
Lyrics explained. Wow. All in that like Celtic calligraphy style.
So they put it in the runes and in English. So I think the English is in there.
Yeah, I see English.
Yeah. So you can actually try and translate if you want. If you're so inclined to be trying to go for it.
That is very, very cool. And we still haven't even gotten to the actual vinyl.
So, which is this right here.
Big ass book.
Yeah. So it's like a bound
bound book like the CD was in. But the color, this time they went with a bronze.
Yeah, it's a bronze. It's Heilung with the knotwork with a bronze.
A bronze finish. The CD
finish.
had the blue finish.
Yeah.
Probably that was maybe their way of separating Blu-ray from, maybe?
Yeah, or possibly. And the discs are pressed in bronze vinyl.
Is so cool.
So, and the
isn't it funny how vinyl technology changed so much after it was dead?
Yeah. Well, I don't think it was so much dead as
I could have swore I heard something about the last major pressing was done.
Yeah.
So like there was a documented. This is the day vinyl was done. What is that? That is.
Yeah. So just more pictographs going along with it. It's telling the story.
Okay.
Of what
each song.
Yeah. And then it is a double disc set.
A double disc.
Yeah. So there's the second.
Okay. Album. Wow.
Yeah. Now,
you said there's how many of those?
I think I want to say 25 on the planet.
Wow.
Yeah. So this was definitely a record-breaking splurge for me. Part? So this
off mic, I'm really curious to know.
$300.
I honestly expected it to be much higher.
No,
I'll be honest.
Yeah,
I was expecting 4 digits at least.
Oh, that would have been very, very hard to justify. But it was one of those things where like I had to go for it because I like their stuff. I really like this band, and this was their new album coming out, and I was looking at. I wanted to get some of the merch,
and you're also in a position where it wasn't going to hurt as much,
right?
Right. So yeah, that's my biggest problem. There's things I want to buy, like stuff from the stash and whatnot. Maybe a few other YouTubers and whatnot, but I don't have that means. It's a rare thing for me. So I got this for $40 with taxes and all. So I can justify that, even though we're at the tight time of Christmas and all.
Absolutely,
I couldn't say no. I told Crystal, this is my Christmas present. That's it. Like, because we weren't really even going to be buying for each other anyways.
No, see, this kind of thing, these records, your reboot album, like limited stuff. This is not mass produced stuff, and.
Sure, the soundtrack's out there on CD and digital and all that stuff.
Okay, but that's not the point.
No.
The point of it is you are supporting your favorite artist.
Yep.
And when they put out something as cool as a super limited vinyl or whatever, this thing, you just like I agonized for days. Like, what? I'm thinking to myself, what am I doing? Why?
How did you get it?
Actually, I went to the Heilung website, and they said they have all their merch.
Right.
And I'm just like,
so it was just through their website?
Yeah, through their website.
Okay. I was really expecting there to be a bit more of a story, like an eBay battle or something.
No.
Okay.
But they said it was like it sat there. And they're just like, they had just like limited edition vinyls, like colored vinyl. And I'm just like, oh, that's so cool. I think I had my heart set on just getting just the vinyl. Mm-hmm. And then I scrolled down and I saw that. I went, oh my.
There's only one album that I have seen, and I wish I could find what happened to it. I'm thinking something not great.
Yeah.
But there's only one album that for me is like I would love to own that someday, and that's I can't. I might have been one of the first 100 pressings or something of "Bad Out of Hell" by Meatloaf.
Oh yeah.
With the album cover printed like it's on the vinyl.
Oof.
I have seen that.
Really?
One of my dad's best friends a long time ago had a really big record collection, and he had that one framed on the wall.
Oh, yeah.
And I adored it. Crystal and I would stop and visit him because he lived near her parents, and so we'd stop and visit him once in a while, and it was there. Mm-hmm. But I know he took a turn in a really bad way. I don't know whatever happened to that.
Oof.
But that is like I'm not a huge collector of vinyl, and I don't even own a record player.
Yeah,
I've got 5, I think, vinyls that just did mean a little something to me, kind of thing. But that is one that when I finally win the lottery, I'm going to track that down.
Wow. So it's like a picture disc?
Something like that. Yeah, I don't know exactly what it was called. Unless my memory is wrong, but I'm quite sure that's what I saw and that's what I loved. Because I was raised on that album.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
In my lifetime, with my parents, 8-track vinyl, multiple cassettes, and in my possession, Crystal got for me a Christmas present a long time ago. I have a 24 karat gold CD special edition in this like neat little vinyl case.
Wow.
And that's that album, that entire album is fantastic. And because it was, Jim Steinman wrote most of that music as a rock opera, but he couldn't get it off the ground, and he got connected with Meatloaf, and rest is history. But it stands to show that in 1974 or 5, when that album came out, it still works today because Meatloaf Bat Out of Hell, the musical, has crushed in England, and it's touring now over here in North America. It is apparently a phenomenal show.
Meatloaf, Bat Out of Hell, picture disc, LP, album, 1977, Epic Cleveland, Very Good Plus, $32 on eBay.
That's it? Good Lord, that just seems, that's atrociously low, but I'm buying that next year.
Yeah. Yeah, 30. That's actually that's US, but this is eBay.
I don't care.
Canadian eBay.
That's well below what I would have expected it to be. I will. Okay, I've never bothered to look because I expected it to be much higher.
Yeah. Okay. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 on eBay. Starting at 32, 78, 60 is the highest, and then there's
still. I expected it to be at least 4 digits, if not into 5.
I think you're overestimating the vinyl market.
I think it's the number of pressings and whatnot was probably much, much higher than what I originally had heard. But then again, my memory of that is very, very hazy at best because we're talking 35 years ago.
Yeah.
So.
It's a cool looking picture disc.
I want it.
Yeah.
I absolutely want it. This is going to get framed. I get that. It's getting framed. These things, I don't have the space to hang them much, although Crystal's been finding spots. She's been hanging in our bedroom.
There you go. So all you got to do is put one nail on the wall.
My Hammonds, my Dan Hammond stuff.
Oh,
the pages.
The lumpy characters.
The lumpy of me, from his sketch drawings for the CK Expo comic. And then I bought his print of the Predator with all the pop culture trophies around him.
Oh, yes.
I remember that. And I framed them, but I didn't know where I was going to put them. And I come home one day and she hung them up in our bedroom. So.
Aww.
Yeah.
She tolerates you.
The only thing that's not hung up, but I need to get it done right, is I bought a shadow box on clearance at Michael's. And I've tried to mount my Jay and Silent Bob Super Groovy Cartoon Movie T-shirt that I bought when I saw it in Chicago.
Yeah.
And I've got my ticket stubs and everything.
Yeah.
And I have it in shadow box, but I don't know how to hang the shirt.
You could probably...
It's not right. And that's why I don't have it hanging anymore.
Yeah.
I've never gotten around to trying to YouTube it to see because I know there's going to be instructions. I just don't know if I'll be able to follow them.
Sid, you would probably take like a piece of cardboard to put in the shirt.
I did that, but it's not hanging right. Yeah, it's droopy.
Oh,
so I don't know what I did wrong. I've never gotten around to
take it to Michael's and get it professionally done.
Yeah, but that might be pricey. I don't know. It's something I gotta get done sometime soon.
Yeah.
It's been sitting that way for 2 years or more now. So. But at least I do have it in there. So
the idea, you have the idea that it needs to get hung up.
It just needs to get hung better, fixed, and then I can hang it. I'm going to have an actual shrine to Kevin very soon.
Well, it's called your house right now.
Well, I don't have my space for that.
You need a space. Well, Xander's out.
But his room still got all his stuff, and he's not out yet. When they're just off to college, it doesn't count. They're not out. Tally is out.
Well, take over his room.
Tally didn't have... Tally's room was Xander's room.
Oh, under the stairs.
Or was it? Wait a minute. How did that work? No, Tally was still upstairs, I think. I can't remember. When we first moved in there with Sherry, we also still had Sky. That was originally Sky's room.
Oh, okay.
It's not even a real room. It's not.
Nobody, the insurance and adjusters of Canada are not listening.
Yeah, but then she moved out shortly after, and Tally was down there first, I think.
Yeah.
And then when he went off to school, because Xander was still upstairs in the room that he and Tally shared, and Lex and Landon were sharing the next room over.
Okay.
So once Tally
left,
Tally went out of school.
Xander went down.
Yeah.
The two kids got their own rooms. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know all about shuffling bodies through different rooms.
I imagine.
So well, that space over there was somebody's bedroom. The bed's still there. I said that has to be taken and thrown out. I said this area was a bedroom, and said it was just.
You do what you got to do, or make use of the space you have.
It made me record a podcast in my shed.
And then you took it back.
I finally got up. I said the youngest girl, she moved out, and I got my spot back.
All right.
I said, "This is mine, my house."
Yeah, you got your man cave.
Yeah. Well, it's not a man cave.
Not quite.
It's a recording studio / gaming
/ Mike's video game space and Mike's movie watching.
It's just a space that.
Dude,
I carved out for my. No, it's not a man cave.
It's a man cave.
No, man cave has like bars and sports memorabilia.
Yours has a scythe.
Yeah, it does.
and a Rammstein flag.
Yeah.
And skulls.
Skulls.
Yeah. Man cave.
Yeah. Giant Canadian flag.
Patriotic man cave.
Fucking salute.
Yes, we saluted.
Yes. This is not a video podcast.
No, it's not. You got to remember that.
Sometimes that kind of the show and tell portion of this podcast.
I know. That's why I'm holding it up. I was waiting for you to read it out loud. I was about to start, and then you started.
Just like, we really didn't think this one through, but that should really come as no surprise.
No,
but it's just. It is what it is.
What's the Semper Gumby?
Semper Gumby. That's right.
Make it work.
So where did you guys go for lunch?
Just at the food court there because they still have Manchu Walk.
Oh, I love Manchu Walk.
Yes. So no, both we weren't going to lose out on that either Devonshire or White Oaks. There's a Manchu Walk in both. So,
but they also have a Mandarin.
We thought about that, but not this time.
If I think in the next time I go down there, I'm going to have to raid that place because love me some Mandarin buffet.
Me too.
So,
yeah, I'll take the Mandarin any day.
Yeah.
It's because you have the option of whatever you want.
Yeah.
And Crystal used to make fun of me or kind of get mad at me or annoyed, I guess, because I'd come back and I'd just have chicken. I'd just have meat on my plate.
Yeah, that's fine.
Veggies,
okay, I got a funny story about the Mandarin. The day before my dad's throat surgery, way back in February.
Earlier this year.
Earlier this year. we went down the day. We had to go down the day before because he had to be at the hospital for 6 a.m. Now, this is going to be his last solid meal for a very long time.
Okay.
And I go, okay, we're going to go to London if you want to do something for your last meal. Somewhat morbid. But where do you want to go? And he goes, well, he wasn't sure. I go, have you ever been to the Mandarin? He goes, what's that? I went, oh, you are in for a treat, my friend.
Mandarin Virgin.
Yes. So I told him about it. I go, it's a buffet. He goes, oh, I like buffets. I went, no. This is the buffet of all buffets, the mother and father of buffets. Outside of Las Vegas, the Mandarin is the way to go. And we get there, and
right off the bat, he grabs a koi fish out of the pond.
Yeah, no, not that. But
he said you can eat anything in here.
Standing on the side of the thing, swatting it out of the stream like a fucking grizzly bear. But we walk in, and he's looking, and he goes, all of this? I went, yeah, all of this. He goes, well, how much can you take? I went, until you're fucking full. And even then, go back and get some ice cream because it'll fill the gap.
Always, every time, never fails. I get ice cream before we leave. Never fails.
Yeah, so.
And you're right. It's because it fills in the gap.
They said it's just. They said all the lumpy food. They said there's still room in there technically. So pack it down. You jump up and down and pack it down.
That's why I like that Crystal doesn't let me drive on the long drives.
Oh yeah,
because then I can be in the passenger. Go,
I'm dying. I got a food baby going. The
food coma.
Food coma. Yeah, but he went in there and. He just I was like, what can work? What?
So you went to the one on Wellington?
Yeah, right across the street.
Because there's one in North London.
Yeah.
And their layout's different. So it'd be like, there's one. And then you go into there. Whoa, there's more.
Yeah.
Like they have it split into like 2 rooms.
Really?
I think so. That's what I remember seeing. Because they had, I think it was like all your main stuff, and then your dessert stuff was in the next room, kind of thing. Like it was like an L, I think.
Oh, I'm gonna have to check that one.
I think I could be remembering. We only went there once. We always just go to Wellington.
Yeah, it's easier.
Yeah, well, we went to the north for we were on that side for something.
And they were there's a Mandarin.
Yep.
So
yeah, that's exactly how it went down.
Food, so much food.
The especially great to go January, February for Chinese New Year.
Yes,
they always have a few extra special dishes.
Yeah.
That. They have some great dumplings.
Oh.
Yep.
Dim sum.
This has turned into a Mandarin commercial.
Dear Mandarin, if you are looking for people to sponsor, Dispatches from Shekors would totally love to.
Absolutely. I've never had a bad experience at the Mandarin.
No. The only bad experience I have at the Mandarin is leaving.
Yeah. I agree with that statement.
Yeah, I just, I'm not full. Oh, yes, I am, but I don't want to leave.
Yeah. You're going to have to start having like wheelchairs or gurneys or forklifts to just carry
moving sidewalks.
Yeah, there we go.
There you go.
Ejector seats.
Ooh.
You're right by the window and
out you go. Well, maybe if you've been in there too long, it's just like, all right, you're done. Out you go.
Ejectocito, cuz. Fast and Furious 2.
Okay.
What? That's what Tyrese says.
Okay, I believe you. I did not believe you about that.
Hey.
What?
Did you watch The Mandalorian?
Yes.
What'd you think?
Well, it's The Mandalorian. I really dug this episode. It was a really cool, different episode, and the addition of some very familiar faces,
actor wise,
like Bill Burr. I'm just like, Oh, yes, of course, Bill Burr.
Bugged me the whole episode. I couldn't figure out who the big demon-looking dude was.
Clancy Brown.
Yeah, I'm like, who the hell is it? Who is it? It's like right there. I did, and then I saw the credits. Like, fuck!
Yeah, I knew it.
Because he's for once he did something different with his voice.
Yes,
he doesn't do that very often.
No,
he'll drop the timbre a little bit, but you can still tell it's him. This is something totally different.
When I saw him in his makeup, I went, I know that dude. And he said I had to wait till the end credits, and then I went, oh yeah, okay. So the 3 X-wing pilots, that showed up. Did you catch who they were?
No.
Those are past directors of episodes of Mandalorian.
Oh, I don't pay that close attention to the director
I didn't
names.
either, but like I said, I watched a YouTube breakdown of it, and they said, "Oh, these 3 pilots are past directors."
That's pretty awesome, actually.
Yeah, so they're keeping it pretty tight with the.
That is really, really cool.
Now, what did you get the alien vibe off this episode?
A little bit with the cat and mouse game, hide and seek with Baby Yoda and the robot.
Yeah,
sure.
That was going to, and then the was it when Mando was stalking Bill Burr's character with the strobe effect?
Yeah.
Oh, this is so bad.
That's like you've seen that done in other films before,
Batman.
but not like that. Yeah, even Batman, but not quite like that, because usually it's out and then he's closer and then he's closer and then he's close. This was out and then he's gone, there and he's gone, and he's closer, and they did it differently, and it really heightened that effect even more.
Yeah, I believe the guy that directed this episode was in that one Batman. I think it's Dark Knight Rises. The one with Bane.
Yeah, Dark Knight Rises.
I think the director was involved in Dark Knight Rises.
Okay.
So that's where he lifted that idea. Well, it's not even lifting it from that.
No, because it's been done in horror movies and stuff.
And they said it just made that scene so much better.
I think there was that 15-second horror film contest. Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure they did that effect where guy turns off the hallway light, and at the end of the hall, there's what looks like a woman standing there.
Okay.
So he flips the light on, and he can't see her, and then every time he flipped down, they were closer and closer. But it was when it was dark, you could see them.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. And then at the very end, it was like a bloodied woman attacking him kind of thing.
Very cool.
But yeah, they did it in a 15-second short.
Cool.
But yeah, that's a really cool effect, and it was very effective with the Mando.
The fear of the dark is an inborn thing, and I said it just when you know somebody's stalking you, and the lights keep going on and off, it just freaks you out that much more.
Yep.
So it was done with great effect, and the Baby Yoda scene where he was like trying to force. Wasn't sure.
Okay, the droid had found him, and he put his little hand up, and we're like, "Oh, what's it gonna do?"
Yeah,
and then the Mando shoots the droid.
Yeah, I was expecting like more of a force crush.
I don't know if a crush. I was just more expecting like the droid to just like a brain seizure kind of thing, for a droid. Something along those lines. That's what I was expecting.
Yeah, but we got Mandalorian shoot him in the back of the head. So,
and then
good stuff.
And then he takes the little ball off the stick from the past 2 episodes ago and gives it to him to play with.
I like the idea of the timer where when the New Republic guard presses the button and they go, the X-Wings are coming to destroy this thing that we're in. And that just shows me how cold-blooded the New Republic is, because you have a prisoner ship and then one dude presses a button, then 3 X-Wings show up and annihilate it.
My guess is that, well, the logic I would expect there is that ship was carrying the worst of the worst, and if they've already got their chance to turn things around, to get better graces, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
They've already had their chance. They're captured now. They're paying their penance.
Or maybe they're on their way to trial. What about innocent until proven guilty?
I would think that no, they were on their way to a penal colony. They were.
You said penal.
That's right, I did. If they're on their way to their final destination, this is where they're going to be spending this is where they have to spend their remaining time served, whatever.
I had a final destination moment on my drive home today.
Oh, a logging truck in front of you?
No, it was a combine with the corn things, like the giant things they were up, and it was like right about, it would be head level kind of thing. It was like, Jesus.
I'm gonna go by you now.
Yeah. I'm just sitting there going, oh, this is some Final Destination bullshit going on right here.
I've seen that meme multiple times now. It's people driving behind a truck with the logs or pipes or something. I've seen Final Destination too many times.
Oh, but some of that stuff is just like, too real.
Yep. Although the best one like that is where guys, they're driving and there's a semi-truck tow happening in front of them.
Oh.
So the front of the truck is facing backwards.
I've seen those.
And the wife is sleeping in the passenger seat.
Yes. Yes. Lays on there. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
That's terrifying.
Yep. Because it probably didn't smell very good.
Oh, no. Oh, absolutely not. But it would be worth it. It would be worth it.
They're stopping at the next truck stop to hose the car out. And the husband's laughing the whole time. So worth it.
Yeah, worth it.
Oh, damn.
So what else is new?
I don't know. I do know. Crisis on Infinite Earths.
Oh, yeah.
For the most part, I'm liking it.
Yeah.
But
I'm sensing disappointment in that.
Not just me. It's getting a lot of dislike.
Really?
They hype certain people and whatnot, and we've okay, I wasn't expecting much, but Burt Ward we saw for 10 seconds.
Really?
It's in the opening. It's in the very beginning when they show multiple Earths with the wave hitting, kind of thing. So, he was really quick. The one a lot of people are pissed off is Tom Welling's scene.
Superman.
We already have the current Superman.
Yeah,
and then we already at that point we already had Brandon Routh as Superman. Okay, because he's playing Golden Age. Okay. Brandon Routh's actually playing double duty in this show because he's still brought Ray Palmer with the Legends. So he's pulling double duty with this. Yeah. So we have those two Supermen. Lex Luthor got his hands on the Book of Destiny, and he's using it to go and kill Superman. Oh. And that's not the crisis, though. This is just what's happened because the Monitor pulled Lex Luthor into this.
Has Luthor been introduced in the past?
Yes, on Supergirl.
On Supergirl,
yes. Okay. And it's John Cryer.
Really?
It's awesome.
Oh.
Was not expecting it. He's fucking awesome.
Wow, I never would have expected John Cryer.
He's playing an awesome Lex Luthor. And that's not just my opinion. That's pretty well established.
Very cool. Okay.
So he's trying to kill. He's trying to kill all of the Superman. So he's showing up there, and he's got a kryptonite.
Who is that?
And he's got kryptonite.
He's got kryptonite.
He's got a nugget of kryptonite. I think it might have been a bullet, so he could drop it into his gun and shoot it. Mm-hmm. And there's Tom Welling just working, like mowing the lawn out in the farm in Smallville. And he comes up and he goes, "Oh, hey, Lex," or "Who are you?" Because it's not his Lex Luthor, right? Yeah. And when he's, "I'm Lex Luthor from another Earth," blah 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 blah. He goes, "Oh, okay, yeah." And it's basically, "I'm going to kill you." And he holds up the kryptonite. Well, he's like, walks over, takes it from him. Yeah, this would have meant something if I still had my powers. And
really?
And he just throws it out into the field. Yeah, he gave up his powers. Then you see he's got a kid. Him and Lois had a kid.
How does Superman give up his powers?
Superman 2, dude. That chamber in the fortress.
Really?
Yes. You don't remember that?
I remember that.
Because he reversed the polarity in the climax of Superman 2 so that everybody outside the chamber lost their power.
I didn't realize that was a canon thing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We're dealing with the multiverse here, sir.
Oh, that's true too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That makes more sense. Yep.
So that his whole scene was like 5 minutes.
Wow.
But he wasn't Superman.
He was just Clark Kent. Wow. No wonder people hate.
A lot of people really disappointed with that. Now, a lot of people are disappointed with the writing, and I would agree. It got better. There's 3 episodes so far. We have to wait for the last 2 a month.
What?
They're making us wait a month for the finale of the Crisis.
Are marketing. They trying to fix it in post?
Marketing, dude. They're trying to draw attention. We're now into the Christmas blah. It's going to get lost in the Christmas folder.
Yeah.
So make us wait a month. We're all chomping at the bit. What's next? How's this going to work out? Blah, blah, blah. So many questions.
But
ends with a neat cliffhanger and all. So.
But to me, it's sounding like it's disappointing. If you put this back a month, you might lose the jazz that you had going into it.
No, people are chomping at the bit. Even though this is, I'm pretty sure I saw a headline that said it's being considered the weakest of the crossovers that they've done so far.
Huh.
And that's kind of saying something because I wasn't a big fan of the Dominator one a couple years ago.
Yeah, well, I remember trying to follow. I was watching Flash. And they had one of the big crossovers, and they had Supergirl and Ray Palmer, and a bunch of those came in. Mm-hmm. And I was like, "Oh, this is kind of cool." I'm waiting for the next. Like, I go to the next episode, and it's just a straight up Flash.
When they do because when they do it, it starts on one show, and next carries on the over. Next show, usually in the same week. Sometimes they split it between 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Because this one, the first episode was Supergirl.
Okay.
So, and you can actually tell from the writing because it was more Supergirl centric.
So
to me, that's the worst show. Well, okay, maybe not the worst show, but
a weak show.
It's a weak show for me. Yeah. I've been disappointed with Supergirl for a long time now.
So would they have the writing team of each show handle their episode of
probably?
Oh man,
you got to start here, end here, get us in between, fill in these gaps, something like that.
That sounds like a terrible way to do that.
I could be wrong. I honestly don't know for sure because it's not. This isn't each episode. It wasn't Supergirl. This is chapter 1. It was Crisis. They're just calling it Crisis on Infinite Earths.
Okay.
So, but it was Supergirl's night, Batwoman's night, and so on. That's how it ran, and it did get better as it went. Not by a long shot, though. But they did do a few neat things. Like I enjoyed Kevin Conroy.
As the live Batman?
Yep. But he was the bitter Batman who started killing, and he took out superheroes because he had trophies.
Really?
Yeah. And he couldn't even walk now. He was basically wearing a small power brace on his whole body and whatnot. And Supergirl and Batwoman are there to try and get his help because he's supposed to be one of these paragons.
Okay.
Trying to find the 7 paragons, one of hope and courage and all that.
Yeah,
he's supposed to be bravery, I think.
Yep.
But no, he was a bitter asshole.
And
he tried to kill Supergirl.
Would that introduce Batman Beyond?
That's what I thought they were going to be leaning to, but it never really got explained. It never really got that far. but he wasn't. The Batman or the Bruce Wayne in Batman Beyond is not that bitter, not that angry about it. Like, so this is a whole nother level. Like, he had gone bad.
So
he killed Superman. He killed all the other heroes. Is
that canon? Like,
it's the multiverse.
Okay,
basically, he's equivalent to Tom told me this would be the Thomas Wayne Batman.
Okay.
Punisher
Batman. Yeah, okay. That makes a little more sense.
That's what this would be the equivalent to.
Okay. Yeah.
And I loved it. It's Kevin Conroy.
Yeah.
And I finally got to see
had the
his
voice.
Face, Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
That was awesome. And there's been a couple other quick cameos that were kind of cool. Like, I'm not faulting him on that at all. I'm liking it. And I'm going to finish it naturally, but it's been weaker, and a few I'm like, why did they do that? Why
didn't quite live up to the hype.
But I'm hoping that we're going to get a big payoff in the end. It may have been a bit more of a mess to get there, but if we get a nice peak.
I'm trying to recall the ending of the Crisis at Infinite Earths in the comic books. I don't know that one.
See, I was never a huge DC fan until much, much later.
Yeah.
And the only ones I've read some trades of like Identity Crisis.
Identity Crisis was good.
It's phenomenal. I love the Emperor Joker storyline. I have that trade paperback. That's where the Joker gets Joker gets 98% of the power of Mr. Mix's pet. Like,
yes.
Phenomenal read. But I've also read like Final Night.
Okay.
And Final Crisis, I believe,
I haven't read that one.
I think it was Final Crisis. It was Superboy Prime was the main villain.
Yeah.
I think that was that one.
Superboy Prime was a dick.
Yes, he was.
Yeah. I wasn't really a big DC guy. Wow. I just never got into it. I just found all their superheroes were super overpowered. Even Batman is just a dude.
I kind of felt that way too, but I've always been more drawn to the superpower-ish, where DC was a little bit more, for lack of a term, real kind of thing. That's maybe not the right word, but the X-Men is what got my attention more. There's something about that style of a hero and those powers that got my attention more.
Yeah.
And I became a huge X fanatic in the late 90s, the mid to late 90s. I jumped on X-Men #1, like that one where they had 5 covers that all went together, all that stuff.
Jim Lee drew.
That's where I really jumped onto the X-Men wagon, and I rode that X-Men train for 10 years.
I was living in Edmonton when X-Men 1 came out, and I just happened to find a comic book shop, and I was just the one guy goes, "Hey, did you get your copies of #1?" I went, "#1 what?" He goes, "Really?" And he goes, and he points me in the right direction. I'm like, oh. And I ended up buying, I think, 2 books. One was Magneto was on the cover of the one. I think it was like Wolverine and somebody else was on the other cover. And like you said, it was a bunch of different covers, but I only bought
And when you lined them all up, it made this big poster.
Mural,
And then there was one where it's all of them it folded out.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure I got all 5 plus the fold out.
No, I think
I have my comic. I have my list of my comics.
Yep.
Which I'm pretty sure I scratched. The ones that got water damaged, which hurt because there were some early spawns in there.
Oh, not.
Spawn #9, first appearance of Angelica. Yeah.
I had my Spawn books. I've told this story before, but they said when Magoon was running GME and the Spawn movie came out, he called me up. He goes, "Hey, you got your Spawn books?" I said, "Yeah." He goes, "You want to sell them? The guy's looking." I had 1 through 12 or something like that. The guy just paid me like $250 cash for all those books. That's it. Now looking back, this is like, I really wish I had
double check my collection.
The one that is really making me bitter is I had the New Mutants first appearance of Deadpool.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, the only New Mutant book worth any money at all. Any Deadpool related.
First appearance of Cable, was that New Mutants?
No, the first appearance of Deadpool was Deadpool and Gideon. Those were the first appearances of those two characters. Deadpool went on to be famous.
Yeah.
And Gideon is just like, who? So
the name's ringing a bell, but I can't even picture the character.
Yeah, because Deadpool. He said that is the only book, Deadpool wise or whatever, that's worth anything. Mm-hmm. Everybody's going like, I've got all these Deadpool books, and they're like, no, doesn't matter, man. The only one that matters is that first appearance.
No, there's only one other Deadpool comic. Like, I have some of when Deadpool's initial series started. Like, I got the first, I don't know how many of those, and there's only one of those. I'd keep the number one, of course. But if somebody were to buy them, there's one I would keep, and I can't remember which number it is. But it was a fantastic read because it was so weird.
Oh, yeah.
Deadpool gets the power of Thor.
Oh, really?
And, basically something happens, and Thor is fighting somebody, and a building falls on him.
Okay.
And Deadpool goes over to check on him, and there's the hammer.
And he picks the hammer up?
He picks up the hammer, and poof, he has the power of Thor. So he's mucking around, having his fun, doing whatever, right? And then Loki shows up.
Uh-oh.
And messes with him. And then you find out that and then Thor shows up and kicks his ass with the real hammer. Because Loki was messing with Deadpool.
Yeah.
It wasn't Mjolnir.
Just fake.
It was Majeeber.
Oh, Majeeber.
He looked there was a label hanging off the the wrist strap.
Yeah.
There's a label, and it didn't say Mjolnir. It said Majeeber. I guess it'd be Meeber. Mjeeber. That was such a fun read. Yeah. That was a fun read. I would keep that one.
The one of all the comic books that I've had, like I said, I used to collect G.I. Joe comic book. The one that I know I had, and I wish I would still have it, is the wordless one. It's a Snake Eyes centric book.
Okay.
And basically it's Snake Eyes infiltrating a Cobra installation, and there's no words.
Wow.
And my understanding is it was either a printing error. But how do you print an entire issue run?
Are you sure it's a printing error? Because that sounds like on point.
Yeah, like to me, it's like this was on purpose. Like there was no sound effects. It was just
that sounds questionable. Then,
yeah,
no sound effects at all does make it sound like a printing error, or at least, or no. If he's looking at somebody through a grate, nobody, and they're walking down the hall, there's no talking of them.
No, there's nothing.
That does sound more of like a printing error. Then.
Yeah, no, said to the Google machine.
You'd also think there may like Snake Eyes monologue voice, like thought bubbles.
No, nothing.
No, really. Well, that's what you would expect, though. I think.
Yeah.
So you know what that brings to mind, though, the whole no sound thing. Do you watch BoJack Horseman?
Yes.
The underwater episode.
That was something else.
One of the best half hours in television.
Yes. Okay, here it is. G.I. Joe number 21, the silent issue. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Oop.
Nice classic cover there.
Yep.
4 colors.
Great comic book. That's
okay.
The silent issue. Back into blah blah. The cover is not the original printing. Our scan from the Hasbro reprint scored on eBay. It doesn't really say why. We didn't have a silent. Okay. was nothing. It was basically a dude goes, "Oh, look what I bought off of eBay."
Oh, okay.
Asshole. You're not breaking down.
I need the history.
Yeah, but it was just a really weird issue, and it told such a good story because, like I said, no words, and it's a page turner because you're looking at the art, and the art is so well done. You are just like, oh, okay, this makes perfect sense.
Makes you have to really take a closer look at that.
And it fit being Snake Eyes.
Yeah, so, it definitely sounds like it would make for us a good Snake Eyes story.
Yeah.
That brings to mind, though, talk about printing errors and stuff. One comic I have in my possession, Wolverine number, I think it's 175, I think is the number, or 174. They put out a book, and it's Wolverine at one point talking about Sabretooth.
Okay.
And he calls him a Jewish racial slur.
Whoa, really?
Starts with a K.
Yeah.
Yeah, he goes, that damn K Sabretooth. I'm not risking the wrath of anyone by doing that. Yeah, that got to print.
How did that even...
And the local comic shop didn't find out about it until late into release day.
Really?
So some people got them.
Oops.
And I got one.
Oops. Oops.
Yep, that's exactly how I have it marked. I have it in a bag and board, and I have a little piece of paper in there that says oopsie.
Okay, here it is. Actually, it's Wolverine 131.
131.
Yeah. Issue features a genuine error where instead of the word killer, the anti-Semitic word that starts with K made it into Wolverine's description of his arch-enemy Sabretooth. The recall was unfortunately too late to prevent the inevitable bad press for Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
Oops.
Yep.
Oops.
And I got one.
How do you... As an editor,
somebody was asleep at the wheel.
Yeah. Oops.
Yep. So,
have you ever done a price search on that?
A long time ago. It wasn't much. It wasn't much at that point.
It wasn't a big issue.
A lot of them got a lot of no. It wasn't, and it didn't have no other telltale sign, other than that's the only thing that makes it stand out.
Okay.
And I don't know how many. I've never actually seen the number as to how many actually got out. So don't bother.
Well, they made it sound like the entire print run got out.
Well, yeah, they probably didn't get much back. How many dealers and like shop owners do you think are going to do it?
None.
How many of them are going to? I'm going to repack and send these back. Probably not.
No.
You know.
Well, yep. There it is. Though the ceremony was interrupted by one of our closest foes, known as Sabretooth. That doesn't even...
No.
It does not fit.
Nope.
So that's the cover?
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay. Weird. I don't know why they...
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense how that would get through.
No.
That's one of the... I don't keep that in my regular comic boxes. I keep that on a bookshelf.
Yep.
The only other like comic book that's not like a trade paperback or anything like that that I also keep that way is I have a limited edition Lady Death. Lady Death the Crucible, number 1, Black Onyx edition, one of only 200, I believe.
Oh, wow.
It was a special contest win. Chaos Comics was doing contests for variants of a bunch of their series at the time. And you had to write, for theirs, was a quick essay on who you admire most.
Oh, yeah.
And I wrote about a person that who I looked up to at the time.
Yep.
And that was second place.
Oh, very cool.
First prize, and they give this for 4 or 5 different titles.
Yep.
First prize was, I can't even remember what exactly they called it. One of a kind. Because it was a hand drawn by the cover artist.
Yeah.
As soon as he finished it, it was stapled into the book.
Whoa.
Apparently it comes in this nice plexiglass casing with a certificate of authenticity and all that stuff.
Wow.
But they did 4 different versions of that or whatever.
All right. Wolverine 131.
Yep.
If you have a grade 9.8, which is almost near mint.
That should be mine.
Yeah. It's $60.
Okay.
On fair market value.
Okay.
So
you're
sitting on a $60 bill, buddy.
Something like that, yeah. Because I don't think I've ever pulled it out of my bag.
The comic grading is something that I've never had a book that I thought would be good enough to get graded to send in for the price.
Right. Yeah, there's not too many. Not too many, but even the ones that when I read most of what I have, I was very careful when I read. Tried not to crack the spine, because that's the first thing they look at.
Yeah.
They look for pen marks on the cover, and they look at the spine grading. The spine.
Ear, like dog ears or chips or anything like that.
So I was super careful reading my comics. I just short of wearing rubber gloves. Like Sheldon.
Yeah. All right.
Where we at?
We're at time.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool. I said I got a couple would you rather's.
Sure.
Then we'll get out of here.
Okay. I'm not in any hurry. So
yeah. Let me just pull this up. All right.
Oh, quickly, are you? Because I think this story's hilarious. Do you follow much? I know it's not your style of music. Eminem. Like you're familiar with who Eminem is,
I am familiar with
Eminem. And he's like really good at freestyle.
Yes.
And you don't mess with Eminem like other rappers coming at him.
I saw 8 Mile.
Okay. Have you ever heard of Machine Gun Kelly?
I am familiar with that name, yes.
Did you hear what happened between them like a year ago?
I heard there was a beef of some sort.
Yeah, and then Machine Gun Kelly does a diss rap at Eminem. And Eminem came back with the infamous kill shot, which it was. Our Eminem is arguably considered to be the best at that. Like he is the greatest of all time. I've heard it many, many times from many different places. You don't step to Eminem in that way.
No.
Well, somebody has decided to now.
To step up to Eminem in the battle rap
diss track.
Yeah.
Huh.
You are reveling in the idea of
because I know he does have chops in that world because of past work he's done. Nick Cannon.
Really?
Yes.
Is stepping up to Eminem. Nick Cannon.
Because Eminem apparently has a bit of a history with Mariah at some point, I guess.
Oops.
So, but yeah, Nick Cannon has taken shots. We're just waiting on.
I was going to say, like, Eminem's probably going like, Nick Cannon? All right.
Yeah, I don't know the whole story. I just think it's hilarious that Nick Cannon has decided to try and fight.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Here's one that's in our wheelhouse.
Okay.
You're in a zombie apocalypse.
Mm-hmm. Feeling it.
Are you feeling it? You're centered. You're channeling it.
I'm picturing it. I'm getting myself in the moment.
Would you rather have fast zombies that are easy to kill or slow zombies that are hard to kill?
I'm going to go with slow but harder because the fast is going to kill me because rule number 1, cardio.
Yeah.
I fucked up rule number 1. Okay. So slower but harder to kill. I'll go that route because
I am with you in that.
Okay.
Would you rather light your balls on fire or listen to Cardi B?
Oh my God, this one's so difficult because I can't stand that one. She's a fucking cartoon character. Oh my God. But the balls are the balls. I need to hear the exact wording one more time.
All right. Would you rather light your balls on fire or listen to Cardi B?
There's no time frame put on the Cardi B, so it could be just one song and it's over. I'm going to go with that. Okay. I love my balls too much. I'm kind of attached.
Okay.
As much as I can't stand Cardi B, like, like, and have you ever seen her in interviews?
No.
She's a fucking cartoon character. I'm not kidding.
I don't watch TV
I know,
anymore.
but she's a fucking cartoon character. Just take my word for it.
It's because of idiots like Cardi B
well,
that have driven me away from television. So, would you rather swallow a ball of hair or eat a live roach?
I'll go with the roach.
Go with the roach?
Yeah. I've seen Fear Factor a lot. I think I can mow that down pretty quick.
All right. Okay, here's another one right now, Wheelhouse. Would you rather have bionic arms or bionic legs?
Ooh. Oh, so tough. I think I'm going to go legs because you can run faster with that.
Yeah.
And
jump higher.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to go legs. I'm going to go legs. See, they're not go gadget. Right?
No, they're not go gadget. They're just legs.
Okay.
Now, I had to think about this one a little bit. Then I remembered only your arms are bionic. So you try to lift something, the rest of your body is going to shatter into.
Yeah.
But if your legs, with your legs, you can run and jump, but the rest of your body would be relatively unscathed.
Kick a football through the moon. Yeah.
Yeah. Would you rather have unlimited money but no sex, or unlimited sex but no money?
Oh. Oof. Oh. The fact that I'm at next to no sex and no money in my current situation does not help this. Define sex.
Sex, dude. You're not Bill fucking Clinton. You know what
about masturbation?
That's not sex. We're talking intimate relations with a person or thing of what that you.
As long as masturbation's not included, then I'm going no sex. Give me the money.
No sex, money.
No sex. Give me the money.
Okay.
I'll just be a cuck. I'll just sit in the corner, eyes wide shut. All that. Yep. As I'm sitting on my throne made of money, on my golden statuesque iron throne knockoff.
Golden statuesque iron throne.
Yeah.
There's a whole bunch of words that don't make a lot of sense when
but I'm just trying to get my point across. Give me the fucking money.
All right.
I can watch. I can get a subscription to every porn site. I'm set. I'm set. I will personally subsidize Fleshlight.
hot and cold running fleshlights all over the house.
I'm gonna have to invest in my own lube company. I get it, but I have unlimited money. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, you would have to do Gatorade because you have to replenish your fluids and.
Yep.
All right. Okay, we can do that. That makes all the sense in the world.
See, I get that's only as long as masturbation is not considered
as sex. I think in the context of the question,
right here.
In the context of the question,
yeah.
Oh, I'm dying. But Yeah. Sex is with another human.
Okay. Another person has to be involved.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
All right.
All right.
Let's get out of here.
All right.
All right. So thank you for stopping by Dispatches from Shed Quarters. This has been Mike.
And Jason.
We will talk with you sometime in the future.
Bye-bye.
Bye.